Welcome to the Sans Science Experience video podcast. Before we dive into today's topic, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a breakthrough.
What if I told you that lethal liver cancer, specifically hepatocellular carcinoma, and catastrophic organ failure actually share the exact same biological weakness? No way, right? Well, today we're breaking down a monumental discovery published in Nature that uncovers a shared cellular vulnerability. We are talking about a metabolic switch so powerful, it can either starve a tumor to death or completely rescue a dying organ.
Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The cellular rusting phenomenon. 2. Spermine as the anti-rust shield. 3. The cancer cell's survival factory. 4. Stripping the tumor's shield. And finally 5. Protecting organs from damage. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The cellular rusting phenomenon. Okay, so first we have to talk about ferroptosis. If you aren't familiar, this is an iron-dependent, non-apoptotic form of cell death. The absolute core driver here is unchecked toxic lipid peroxidation. Think of it like this. Imagine a piece of metal left out in the rain. It rusts, it degrades, it completely falls apart. Well, that is exactly what happens inside a cell during ferroptosis. Unbound reactive iron, specifically label Fe2+, literally shreds the cell's lipid membranes. It's essentially cellular rust. And until now, we've mostly understood this process as being held in check by canonical pathways like GPX4. But this new study, it absolutely changes everything.
Section 2. Spermidine, the anti-rust shield.
The massive breakthrough finding here is the identification of spermine as an endogenous iron chelator. Now, spermine is a polyamine naturally derived from spermidine, but what these researchers discovered via biophysical studies like isothermal titration calorimetry is just incredible. Spermine acts as a biological anti-rust shield. It physically binds or chelates that destructive labile Fe2+ in a precise 1-to-1 stoichiometry. By forming this redox inactive complex, spermine completely neutralizes the iron's ability to drive lipid peroxidation. It literally stops the rusting process dead in its tracks.
Section 3. The cancer cell's survival factory. Hepatocellular carcinoma, or HCC, is highly aggressive. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how it survives. The cancer cells actually hijack this exact protective shield. They build a specialized metabolic factory just to constantly manufacture their anti-rust armor. The process starts with glutaminolysis. The cancer takes in glutamine, which then activates an enzyme called ALDH18A1. This enzyme drives an alternative de novo biosynthesis pathway to just pump out massive amounts of spermine. The result? Total iron chelation. By artificially inflating its own spermine levels, the cancer cell entirely dodges ferroptosis. It makes itself totally invincible to the rust.
Section 4. Stripping the tumor's shield.
Take a look at this macroscopic view of a liver from a mouse model with fibrosis-associated hepatocellular carcinoma. This was induced by diethylnitrosamine and carbon tetrachloride. Look at the sheer severity of those tumor nodules marked in red. The cancer is absolutely thriving here because it successfully erected that ALDH18A1-driven spermine shield. But the researchers had a hypothesis. If we destroy that factory, does the cancer die?
Well, the data is definitive. They used both genetic knockout of ALDH18A1 via adeno-associated virus delivery and pharmacological inhibition with a small molecule called YG1702. In both cases, stripping away the ALDH18A1 enzyme caused a dramatic crash in spermine levels. And what happened next? The labile iron surged, toxic lipid peroxidation skyrocketed, and the tumor cells underwent massive ferroptosis. The hepatocarcinogenesis was completely halted. We stripped the tumor shield, and the cellular rust destroyed the cancer.
And this perfectly illustrates the dual application of this pathway. We're essentially flipping the biological coin here. On the left side, in cancer models, we want to target and block ALDH18A1 to force the cancer cells into ferroptotic death. But look at the right. In cases of acute organ injury, where healthy cells are dying rapidly from oxidative stress, we can do the exact opposite. We supply exogenous spermine to prevent ferroptotic cell death and save the tissue.
Section 5. Protecting organs from damage.
So the researchers didn't just stop at cancer. They tested spermine's protective power against ischemia-reperfusion, or IR, injury. This is the devastating tissue damage that occurs when blood supply finally returns to an organ after a period of oxygen deprivation, a state notoriously driven by excessive ferroptosis. But by pre-treating subjects with a simple intraperitoneal injection of exogenous spermine before restoring blood flow, they observed incredible multi-organ recovery. We saw rapid recovery in hepatic liver models, total preservation of intestinal architecture, a massive improvement in renal or kidney function. Biochemically, the spermine caused a huge depletion of destructive malondialdehyde, MDA, and directly neutralized that labile Fe2+.
These histological H&E stains provide undeniable visual proof of this protection across the liver, intestine, and kidneys following that ischemia-reperfusion injury. The left side of each pair shows the severe tissue damage, architectural disruption, and cell death in the vehicle-treated models. But on the right, look at the tissues treated with spermine. The preservation is just striking. The tissue spermine concentrations exceeded the iron levels by over 20-fold. This completely buffered the labile iron burst and suppressed ferroptosis across entirely different organ systems. It literally rescued these organs from catastrophic failure.
Section 6. A new therapeutic frontier. As the authors explicitly state in the paper, this rewiring highlights the metabolic plasticity of HCC cells and suggests that polyamine metabolism serves not only anabolic functions, but also a cell death evasion program. Guys, this is a profound shift in how we view polyamines. They aren't just basic building blocks for cellular growth. They're an active, highly regulated defense system. Identifying this metabolic evasion tactic fundamentally changes our whole approach to therapeutic intervention. If we know exactly how the cancer builds its armor through ALDH 1881, we know exactly where to strike.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question. How will we harness metabolic iron buffering to cure both cancer and organ failure? This principal investigator-level breakthrough positions the ALDH 18A1 spermine access as a highly actionable therapeutic target. Whether we are synthetically stripping the shield away with inhibitors like YG1702 to eradicate hepatocellular carcinoma, or providing that exact same shield to rescue a transplant organ from ischemia-reperfusion injury, the clinical possibilities moving forward are just extraordinary. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you found this helpful.